All right, here we are. It's Tuesday, and we are doing Tuesday Talks, and I am super excited. One, Gary loves Tuesday Talks because it's that one day where I actually put makeup on and do something with myself. Can you relate to that? Look at you, girl. You are looking hot today.
I was just telling Lisa before we hopped on that I actually put real pants on today, not just pajama pants.
Yeah, I love it. So today I'm excited because I know both of us have a lot of friends that work from home or have at-home businesses or even just small businesses that they work from at a business location, probably at home now. But I love the fact that on Tuesday Talks, we like to talk about everything about health. And you know what? One of the most important things is to make sure we're financially healthy and in all ways. And so I asked Sarah if she would come and talk today because she has some amazing things. You know, how many people have ever said, is that something I can deduct? Is that a deductible item? Or, you know, we all have those questions. And I've owned several businesses. And I think I always had my accountant on speed dial because I'm always like, okay, can I do this? Can I do that? Or will I go to jail? Or can I get away with it? You know, those kind of questions. So, Sarah, I'm going to just let you introduce yourself and tell everyone about you're working from home, and just go into your story so we can see who we can help in today.
Sure. Yeah. So I am, I work full time. I'm a CPA by profession. I have been in the industry for just under 18 years now. I've been a CPA for about 10 years of those 18. And I've worked in all different facets of accounting, from tax to audit to, preparing financial statements. I've worked for a government, I've worked for a hospital. I currently work for a biotech startup. I work virtually from home. So this is not new for me during this coronavirus stuff. So it's actually been kind of nice because I've had some tips and tricks I could share with some of my friends who are finding themselves all of a sudden working from home. But yeah, that's my background as far as financial accounting and that kind of stuff goes. I'm a wife. I have a 21-month-old little girl who is the joy of my life. And I just love sharing, my knowledge with people and trying to, help people be healthier on the financial side, healthier. I also have a side business, doing supplementation for mental wellness. So I'm a big brain health and mental health person. So that's a little bit about me.
I love that. And I love that your passion of cultivating savvy business women by teaching them the basic essentials of entrepreneur accounting. So I love that you want to help moms learn how to take control of their money, of their finances, of their tax situations, to come out more financially stable. Is that right?
Yep. I want to help empower women to feel comfortable with what's going on in their businesses, with their money, so they know what's coming in and going out, and what they need to have prepared for their records and their taxes and all that. Because I think that having that dialed in gives you more confidence in your business as a whole, and it empowers you to do more.
I like that. And I think sometimes as women, we can be intimidated by it. I'm not a number person, and I've always had an accountant, or my husband takes care of all that stuff, luckily. But realistically, as women, this is something that we need to take our power back and know what is going on in our life. So tell us some things. Let's start first by some of the new things coming out right now, the new hot topics, emergency assistance. Tell us a little bit about
what. Yeah. There's some great programs out there right now that our federal government has rolled out. You're going to find little local programs too, maybe by your city or economic development districts in your area. But I'm going to hit the high spots of the federal programs for you. So the first one it's called the CARES Act. That's a big act that our government put out that covered a bunch of loan and other stimulus programs. So a big portion of that program is a program called Paycheck Protection Program loans. And these loans are for basically just about any business that has employees on payroll. So these would be W-2 wage employees. So if you don't have employees, this isn't going to apply to you. But if you do, it's an opportunity to get a loan at 1% interest that's actually 100% forgivable under certain circumstances. So if it's not all forgiven, then you only have to pay at 1%, but it's very possible that you could qualify for the entire thing to be forgiven, and it's like basically a grant at that point. So this is a loan that you can use for paying payroll, health insurance, retirement benefits, your payroll tax, like all of that stuff having to do with keeping employees on staff and on payroll during this time. And then you can also use it for mortgage interest, for utilities or rent, that kind of thing. So basically, you know, the location to keep your employees working. So that's a major program that's out there right now. Do you have any questions on that one, or I'll move on?
Just keep going.
Okay. So the next one is,
if anybody has questions, ask. I'm looking down here at my phone so I can see people's, if you have any questions, you guys put your questions that, you know, you always want to have a accountant that you can ask all those questions to. You got one today. We do have Sarah asking, what about small businesses that doesn't have any employees? We have a small business which is losing money because clients are closed. So can they do? So even if they're set up, are you your own employee, Sarah? So that they're not paying other employees, but they're paying themselves.
Yeah, if you have anyone on a true payroll where you actually issue them a W-2 at the end of the year for their taxes, then that qualifies you as somebody who can take advantage of this loan program. Now, if you don't have any employees like that, we can talk about the next program on my list, which is called the Small Business Administration Economic Injury Disaster Loan.
Say that.
Now, this can be used for basically any kind of operating expense for your company. It's not specific to just payroll. And this one has a little bit higher interest rate at 3.75%, but that's a very affordable lending option. This one is very cool because just for applying for this program, you actually get a $10,000 advance within several days of filing your application. And that does not have to be paid back. That's like a free $10,000 grant. So this is a really cool program for those of you that don't qualify for the Paycheck Protection Program. This one's called Economic Injury Disaster Loans.
Okay.
And
we'll type all this in the chat afterwards, so people that have questions to help you with that. So where do people go for these loans? What do we do? Say I qualify, what do I do?
So the Paycheck Protection Program loan, you're going to go to your local bank and check with them first and see if they are offering these loans. Now, not every lender is offering them because they have to be approved by the Small Business Administration in order to offer them. And not every lender had that approval prior to the program. The SBA is actually issuing approvals very quickly. So if your bank is wanting to offer these loans, they should be able to be doing that fairly soon. You can also just do a Google search for SBA loans in your particular area or lenders in your particular area, or you can go to the SBA.gov website and do a lender search on there where they let you put in like your location, and it'll spit out a list of SBA lenders in your area, and you can go follow up with them that way.
Perfect.
Now, the Economic Injury Disaster Loan is a little bit different. That is not handled by local banks. That is actually handled through the SBA.gov website. So you're actually going to put your application in online through the SBA.gov website for that one.
Okay, perfect. So I hope that helps somebody that needed information on that, because those are huge. Those are huge things, but you want to get after those like today.
Yeah, the money is limited. Like the economic injury disaster loans are actually like they're way dialing those back already. So if you think you want to apply for that, I would do it like right now as soon as this call is over with.
Yeah, don't hang up yet. Um, so let's talk about, I'm all about deductions, because people that make money, we need to have deductions. And I know we can't go out and have lunch right now, but let's talk about lunch. How can we, if we as, whether it was as a realtor taking a client out for lunch, or as a health coach taking a client or a potential client out for lunch, tell me what's possible there.
Yeah, so it's easier to remember things through stories, right? So let's turn it into a little bit of a story. So say say Lisa that you are my accounting, like I'm your CPA and I want to go to lunch with you. So, and it happens to be your birthday. We're going to go out to lunch for your birthday. So let's use the story to like figure out what all we can deduct on this lunch. So first of all, driving to the lunch, as long as you are my customer or my client and we talk at all about business during this lunch, that makes this whole thing deductible. Okay, so driving. So the mileage rate for the IRS this year for 2020 is 57.5 cents per mile. So I'm going to log that. I'm going to say from point A to point B, and then from point B back to point A. I get to deduct mileage for each of those miles that I drove to go have lunch with you. Then while we're at lunch, 50% of the cost of that meal, even if I'm buying for both of us, I'm taking you out for your birthday lunch and I'm buying for both of us, 50% of the cost of that meal is going to be deductible. It's just a matter of documenting that you and I were there, what we talked about, and that you're my customer or my client, and it's a done deal. And then childcare. If it's a bona fide business purpose, so if we talk about any kind of tax deductions or anything during this lunch, this qualifies as a business meeting, and I can deduct the childcare to take care of my little girl while I'm at lunch with you. So that's pretty cool too. And then I can also, believe it or not, I can deduct the cost of your birthday gift up to $25 because it's considered like a customer appreciation gift. So I can actually document that this was a gift that I gave you as my client and deduct the cost of your birthday present.
So say we didn't go to lunch, but you still gave me that gift. Are you able to write that gift off either way?
Certainly. Yep, up to $25.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So as soon as we're all able to go out for lunch, we're all going out to lunch so we can write it all off, or half of it. So no, that's very helpful, because I know that's a big one for a lot of people. How about, can we deduct like our housekeeper or lawn service or window washer at my house? So I work from home. So is that stuff I can write off or deduct?
Yes, under certain circumstances. So if you're self-employed and you have a space at your home that is dedicated to just your self-employed income, your business, and it's used regularly for that, and it's used exclusively for that. So this can be a 5x7 area rug with a desk on it. If that is your workspace, that portion of your household expenses, anything related to maintaining your house, running your house, the cost of your house, any of that can be proportionately deducted because of that workspace in your house. Now, it has to be your principal place of business. So if you also have a brick and mortar location, that would probably be considered your principal place of business, and the home office, even if it was used exclusively for your business, would probably not count because you have a physical location where customers can come see you other than your house. But if it's your principal place of business, it's used regularly and exclusively for that, then it opens up a whole array of deductions that you can take related to that space. And that includes paying your housekeeper to come clean your house. That includes having your window washer wash your windows. That includes having your landscaper mow your lawn or pull your weeds. It includes mortgage interest or rent. It would include all your utilities, property taxes, your homeowner's insurance, any kind of repairs on the home.
My pool guy.
Your pool guy.
That would be deductible.
Yep. I mean, proportionately to the space of your home that you use for business, yes.
Okay. Cool.
Now, this also counts for your internet and even your cell phone. Don't forget about, these things are expensive. This is like a $1,300 computer right here. So you can actually, if that's something that you're using in your business from home, you can use that as a business asset and deduct that and the monthly plan. So you would just deduct it proportionally to however much you're using it in business versus personal, and that's what you would take.
So say I'm just using one area, say this little area, I'm actually in my kitchen. Say this is the area I'm writing off. But say I want new tile in my house. Can I only write off, deduct part of that, or how does that work? How do we decide what percentage?
So you would base it on the square footage of your house. So the square footage of the area you're using regularly and exclusively for business. So if you're using your kitchen table, you actually can't do that if you're actually eating dinner at your kitchen table too. So it has to be exclusively only being used for your business. But that 5x7 area rug in your basement with your desk and your computer on it, that 5x7 would be 35 square feet. If you have a 1,500 square foot house, you would take 35 divided by 1,500, and that would be the amount that you could deduct proportionately on anything related to your house, including improvements, including a new roof, including new flooring or whatever.
Perfect. I love that. So what is the craziest thing someone's tried to write off?
Oh man. I haven't been in specifically tax practice for a while, so you're really drawing on some cobwebs there. But I do remember some real eye rollers during tax time. Come on guys, I'm really not sure this is.
I'm one of those that tries to be creative. Now my husband's by the rules, and good thing he takes care of our stuff, but can we talk about clothing? So say you work from home,
mm-hmm.
but you wear a shirt or something with your logo on it, or your business information, mm-hmm. or fitness person that wears workout clothes all the time, mm-hmm. Or someone that just works from home but has a certain attire they do. Can you deduct any of that?
To that. So the IRS rules say that it has to be clothing that you really can't wear outside of your business occupation. So it to be by the book, it has to be something that you really can only wear that you wouldn't wear out. You wouldn't wear to another function outside of a business function. You wouldn't wear to a party. You wouldn't wear to go grocery shopping. So, if you like to live in your yoga pants and you also work out in them and you're a fitness trainer, that's really not going to count. Now, if you had a logoed shirt that's a type of shirt you're not going to wear somewhere else other than, at your place of business. I'm thinking I don't know, a collared button down or a polo shirt that has a logo that's not really what you would wear to hang out in, but it's something you would wear to a business function or you would wear at the gym or whatever, that you could justify that.
Gotcha. Okay, I got a good one for you. How about dog food for their security system?
You actually can write off a guard dog.
Surely.
So, truly.
Cooper, you could write Cooper off. So how does Shirley write Cooper off? So
you would have to show that the dog is actually a specialty trained animal for protection, or you can't just
Yeah.
I'm not going to say like any dog is right, you can write off, but if you justifiably have a dog that's trained to protect, that's trained to guard, that's trained to alert you to intruders, um, you can deduct that, including all of that dog's costs.
I love that. That's good to know. What about, Shirley's excited now. So what about like subscriptions, whether it's on, like I use a lot of apps on my phone for business, or I do YouTube. I have a YouTube account. I don't get any magazines anymore, but I used to get magazines. Are
Mm-hmm.
those something I can deduct?
Absolutely. So if you have premium subscriptions to any of, social media like LinkedIn Premium or YouTube Premium, so you have your own YouTube channel. If you have customers that come visit you in your home office and you have an Apple Music subscription because you want to have nice music playing when they come in, you can deduct that. Magazine subscriptions, if you have an area that is your business, like diet or nutrition, and you have subscriptions to cooking magazines or fitness magazines or something that's related to your business, those are absolutely deductible.
Perfect. I love that. So I know people are going to want to know how they can get a hold of you. I know you have some upcoming stuff. I know every one of us that have any kind of business, whether it's a stay-at-home business. And another question before that one is, say someone is joining, I know you have a gut and wellness business. I'm a health coach, and I know we have people that join our businesses, and there's a fee to join to become part of our company.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're a 1099 company, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Are they able to write that off?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Basically, just do a litmus test. Is this something that I was required to spend because I have this business? And that's going to give you like the initial answer to that question. If it's something that you might just, want, but it's not necessarily tied to your business, then that's going to be your answer too. So, and then, you can drill down from there. But basically, if it's something that you're spending because of being in business, then it's probably going to be in a category of, yes, this is deductible, but there might be rules around it or parameters.
Perfect. And I know you have more information, a handout to give people if they are interested. So if you guys want more information on kind of what she talked about today, and she has some additional information. She actually is launching, can I say that, next week?
Yeah.
So a course on how to help people with this, and that's why I wanted her to come on today, because healthy finances, it's part of mental. Is a lot of times I know so many people that don't do their taxes, they don't do stuff, they push it out, and it makes them sick.
Mm-hmm.
So Sarah's trying to put the fun back in it as much as you can. And so she will put some information. If you guys just comment and say, please, she'll message you some information, and some information on getting information about your new course coming up.
Yeah, so I have a handout that has a bunch of website links on it for you to go check out all of those economic stimulus programs that are available. Now, I only talked about 2 of them, and it talks about like 4 different programs on there. So if you're interested in finding out about the free money, basically, that's available to you right now because of COVID-19, this is an information sheet that will be really handy for you. It also has my Facebook and Instagram handles at the bottom, so you can link over and start following me, and I will be rolling out information in the next week about this course that I'm going to be offering. It'll be an online accounting course for basically like newer entrepreneurs who really don't know anything about finances, who don't know how to keep their records, who don't know what can be deducted, who don't know what a profit and loss statement looks like, who don't know how to reconcile an account. Just like fundamental basics that every business owner should know about finance so that they can have accurate records, know how much money they have, be able to do some minor projections for the future, and also be able to file their taxes accurately.
Perfect. I love that. So in closing, what's your favorite book? I didn't ask you that ahead of time.
What's my favorite book?
Book that has made the greatest impact in your life.
Oh, that would have to be the Bible.
Besides the Bible. I usually say that.
Well, I'm gonna stick with the same faith theme because over the last like 4 months, I have gone through, I'm on my 3rd time through Draw the Circle by Mark Batterson, and that has taught me how to pray and deepen my faith immensely, and just really helped me open up my mind to like the greatness, the vastness of like abundance and wonderful things that God has in store for us, and how to access that through prayer, through talking with him. So that would have to be right now my most influential book in my life.
I love it. I love it. So if you guys are interested in, I'll be giving a book away this week, and Draw the Circle 40-Day Prayer Challenge. And you can join us. Sarah's doing it again. Gary and I are doing it, and we just started again. So let us know, and I'll be doing that drawing during the week. And thank you guys for joining us. Thank you, Sarah. This was huge help to a lot of people. I know a lot of people are putting yes, please, for information. So she will be sending that out to you guys. So happy Tuesday. Make sure you take lots of good pictures of yourself, because you look amazing all done up today.
Oh, you look cute as ever too.
I know Gary's like, oh, it's Tuesday. You finally did something with yourself. So, all right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.